In just 8 months, you might walk into a grocery store and find empty shelves where rice, pasta, and cooking oil used to be. Industry insiders are quietly warning about the most severe food supply disruption since World War II, and it's all coming to a head in September 2025. Today, I'm going to reveal the 16 essential foods that supply chain experts are secretly stockpiling right now, why major retailers are already preparing for massive shortages, and exactly how you can protect your family from the perfect storm of trade wars, climate disasters, and labor shortages that's about to hit our food system. Welcome to Food Fixer, where we help you navigate the changing world of food security and smart eating. If this information helps you prepare for what's coming, please hit that like button and subscribe for more insider insights that could save your family thousands of dollars. Right now, 3 massive forces are converging to create what industry experts are calling a perfect storm. First, ongoing trade wars are shutting down a third of freight shipments from China, disrupting the flow of goods and raw materials that keep our food system running. Second, catastrophic climate events like bird flu outbreaks and devastating monsoon floods are wiping out livestock and crop yields across the globe. And third, every single link in our supply chain, from farms to processing plants to transportation networks, is struggling with severe labor shortages that are slowing production and distribution to a crawl. These aren't distant problems. They're hitting us right now, and the signs are everywhere if you know where to look. Rice prices have exploded from just $49 per ton to an astronomical $2,900 per ton in a matter of weeks. India, which controls 40% of the world's rice exports, has extended its export ban all the way through March 2026. Meanwhile, Pakistan has lost 80% of its rice production to catastrophic flooding. This isn't just about one crop or one country. It's a global crisis in the making. But here's what most people don't realize. Major retailers and food distributors are already acting on this information. Internal memos from major suppliers reveal that they're quietly stockpiling certain foods while letting others vanish from stores. Commercial buyers are already paying crisis-level prices that won't hit consumer shelves for months. We're in an 8-month warning window right now, and the smart money is already moving. So let's talk about what the insiders are buying. I'm going to walk you through 16 essential foods that supply chain experts are prioritizing, and you should too. First up is long-grain white rice. Rice has become what insiders are calling the currency of crisis. It's a global staple, and its supply is under unprecedented threat. We've already talked about the devastating floods in Pakistan and India's export ban, but the ripple effects go far beyond that. Commercial buyers who used to pay reasonable prices are now scrambling to secure contracts at any cost. Restaurant suppliers still have some inventory at pre-crisis prices, but these contracts are expiring soon. Once they do, prices will triple overnight. Rice has an incredible shelf life. We're talking decades if stored properly, and it's versatile and calorie-dense. If you buy 50-pound bags from restaurant supply stores now, you're essentially buying gold at yesterday's prices. Next, we need to talk about dried beans and lentils. With meat supplies shrinking due to disease outbreaks and environmental pressures, dried legumes are becoming the most reliable source of plant-based protein. They can store for over 30 years and offer a complete range of nutrients. Black beans give you iron, chickpeas are incredibly versatile, red lentils cook quickly, and navy beans pack serious fiber. Here's a storage hack the pros use. Add food-grade diatomaceous earth to prevent insect infestations naturally. When you run the numbers, 25 pounds of mixed beans provide the same protein as $200 worth of meat and take up minimal space in your pantry. Pasta is facing a crisis that most people haven't noticed yet. The wheat shortage is hitting pasta production hard, especially high-quality varieties made from durum wheat. Crop failures in the United States combined with the ongoing war in Ukraine and Russia, which together supply 30% of global wheat exports, are driving up prices and causing shortages. Focus on compact shapes like penne, rotini, and orzo for efficient storage and versatile cooking options. Restaurant suppliers sell 20-pound cases at significant savings compared to retail prices. Choose 100% durum wheat pasta with high protein content for better nutrition and storage stability. Here's something most people don't know. Canned tomatoes are often more nutritious than fresh because the canning process increases the availability of lycopene. Stock up on whole peeled, crushed, paste, and sauce varieties. Buy by the case for bulk savings and store those cans in a cool area around 60 degrees Fahrenheit to extend their shelf life well beyond the expiration dates. Now let's talk about cooking oils, because this is where things get really concerning. Global disruptions have sent cooking oil prices absolutely soaring. Sunflower oil from Ukraine is completely gone. Palm oil is restricted. Soybean oil is up 45% year over year. Your best bets are coconut oil, which stays solid at room temperature and has a 5-plus-year shelf life, and avocado oil, which has a high smoke point and significant health benefits. Buy oils in their original containers to protect against light and oxygen damage. Gallon containers offer the best value per ounce. Pure honey is what I call ancient insurance. Bee populations are collapsing worldwide, and climate change is disrupting honey production everywhere. But here's the beautiful thing about honey: it never spoils. Ever! Archaeologists have found edible honey in Egyptian tombs that's thousands of years old. Buy raw, unprocessed honey directly from local beekeepers for the best quality and savings. Store it in original containers at room temperature. If you want to think about this as an investment, 5-gallon buckets from commercial beekeepers are far more cost-effective than those small retail jars you see in stores. Sea salt might seem basic, but it's essential for both food preservation and human health. Industrial salt production is energy-intensive and vulnerable to the price spikes we're seeing across all commodities. Stock up on sea salt for cooking and health purposes, canning salt for food preservation, and rock salt for general use. You can buy 50-pound bags from restaurant suppliers for a fraction of what you'd pay for small containers. Here's the storage hack: add a few grains of rice to absorb humidity and prevent clumping. Canned fish is your omega insurance policy. Overfishing, climate change, and labor shortages are putting tremendous pressure on the seafood industry. Canned fish gives you nutrient-dense, shelf-stable protein that can last for years. Focus on wild-caught salmon for omega-3 fatty acids, tuna for versatility, and sardines for calcium and affordability. Warehouse stores offer 40 to 60% savings when you buy by the case. Look for BPA-free cans and wild-caught fish for better nutrition and storage properties. Natural peanut butter is facing serious supply pressures. Droughts and labor shortages are hitting peanut production hard, and natural peanut butter stores much better than processed varieties because it doesn't contain the stabilizers and preservatives that can break down over time. 5-pound containers from warehouse stores are much cheaper per ounce than smaller jars you see in stores. Here's a storage tip: store unopened containers upside down to keep the oils evenly distributed, then refrigerate after opening. Steel-cut oats are morning security in a container. Oat yields are down 30% due to extreme weather, but oats remain a nutritional powerhouse with excellent storage properties. Steel-cut oats have better texture and nutrition than rolled oats, and they're more resistant to insect damage during long-term storage. You can buy 25-pound bags from restaurant suppliers for huge savings. Use them for breakfast, grind them into flour, or use them as a meat extender in recipes. Coconut oil is the surprising superstar of this list. It's already disappearing from shelves in some states due to supply chain breakdowns caused by climate disasters in the Philippines and Indonesia. Coconut oil is incredibly multi-use. You can cook with it, use it for skin protection, wound treatment, and even as emergency fuel. It stays solid at room temperature and has a 5-plus-year shelf life. Gallon containers save you 60% per ounce compared to those small jars. All-purpose flour is under serious pressure because global wheat reserves are at 30-year lows and flour prices are doubling in commercial markets. All-purpose flour stores better than whole wheat due to its lower oil content. Bleached flour actually lasts longer than unbleached, and you can add bay leaves to your storage containers to prevent insects. 25-pound bags from restaurant suppliers cost a fraction of what you'd pay for small retail bags. Granulated sugar is facing shortages due to India's export ban and Brazil's ongoing drought. Sugar is a strategic commodity for food processors and a perfect emergency food because it has an indefinite shelf life if kept dry. It's also essential for food preservation techniques like canning and pickling. 25-pound bags offer massive savings over small packages. Store sugar in airtight containers with silica gel packets to prevent clumping.
White vinegar is a triple threat. It's a food preservative, a cleaning agent, and a health supplement all in one. Production is already being affected by apple and grain shortages that impact the raw materials needed for vinegar production. Vinegar enables home pickling and food preservation, cleans and disinfects naturally without harsh chemicals, and has an indefinite shelf life when stored in original containers. Gallon jugs are far more economical than small bottles. Mixed canned vegetables are your garden insurance policy. Aluminum shortages and labor issues are limiting canned vegetable production capacity across the industry. Canned vegetables retain 80 to 90% of their nutrition and become a lifeline when fresh produce is scarce or unaffordable. Focus on green beans, corn, carrots, and mixed varieties. Buy by the case for the best value and create a rotation system where you use the oldest items first and label everything with purchase dates. Organization is key to making this system work long-term. Finally, mixed dried fruits are your natural energy reserves. Climate change and rising costs are making fresh fruit less available and more expensive. Dried fruits offer concentrated nutrition with a long shelf life. Focus on raisins for iron and potassium, dried apricots for vitamin A, dates for natural energy, and mixed varieties for nutritional diversity. Health food stores with bulk bins often offer the best value. Vacuum-sealed dried fruits in portion sizes to extend their shelf life even further. Now that you know what to buy, let's talk about how to build your food security plan strategically. Don't panic buy random foods from this list. Start with the 3 items your family consumes most from what I've shared today. Build your reserves gradually over 3 to 4 months to avoid straining your budget and to ensure you're stocking foods your family will actually eat. Allocate about 20% of your grocery spending to bulk purchases. This keeps you within budget while steadily building your reserves. Track wholesale prices and buy during seasonal lows to maximize your purchasing power. Remember, the goal isn't to hoard, it's to buy smart while prices are still reasonable. Create a storage system that allows for easy rotation. Label everything with purchase dates and use the oldest items first. This prevents waste and ensures your stockpile stays fresh and usable. Organization is key to making this system work long-term. Stay informed about market trends. Wholesale prices typically lead retail trends by 3 to 6 months. When you see allocation limits appearing in commercial channels or supply disruptions being discussed in industry publications, these are warning signs for upcoming retail shortages. The families who pay attention to these early signals are the ones who prepare successfully. The convergence of trade wars, climate disasters, and labor shortages is accelerating faster than most people realize. Major retailers are already preparing for significant disruptions, and the window to act at reasonable prices is closing rapidly. By stockpiling these 16 essential foods, you're not just preparing for shortages, you're protecting your family's nutrition, finances, and peace of mind. Smart preparation isn't about fear, it's about building stability and resilience. The data is clear. September 2025 will be a turning point for global food security. The families who prepare now will maintain normal eating patterns and avoid the worst of the shortages and price spikes that are coming. Start with your most used foods, buy in bulk when possible, and organize your storage for maximum efficiency. Remember, intelligent preparation isn't just about buying food, it's about building a system that keeps your family safe, healthy, and secure no matter what challenges lie ahead. If this video helped you understand what's coming and how to prepare for it, please give it a like and subscribe to Food Fixer for more insider insights on navigating our changing food landscape. Your family's food security could depend on the actions you take in the next few months. Don't wait until everyone else figures this out. Start building your reserves today.